I am Luis Maldonado. I am a student at the Pontifical Catholic University of Ecuador. This is my final project for the subject Second Language Teacher Education. Can you imagine a class where you're actually learning how to learn? Where you can learn real-life situations that you may face in your adult or professional life? Where there are no labels or grades limiting your learning process? Well, this idea has come a long way. It has passed through many minds, and regrettably, after many years, it hasn't come that far. However, there is a man who believed in this change and worked hard to get it. This is Reaven Feuerstein, a early developmental and cognitive psychologist. He was born on August 21st, 1991, and he passed away on April 29, 2014. You may not know this, but he revolutionized the world of teaching once again when he suggested something impossible for his time. Everyone can learn. There is no limit to it. As he worked with World War II traumatized and uneducated surviving children, not to mention with severe learning disabilities due to isolation and traumas, he realized that with the correct time and dedication, the behavioral pattern of a disabled child, in that matter of all of us, could change and be modified. This process was later called structural cognitive modifiability. He is also the founder of the International Center for the Enhancement of Learning Potential, where he taught down children to talk, which means he really cared about languages. In fact, he believed that the key to success was mastering the language of those educated. He created the Feuerstein method of teaching. This method was, and is up to this day, a complete success. It is based on the fact that the student will learn how to learn and will eventually master his or her own way of acquiring knowledge, thus believing that intelligence could be modified. This paradigm-breaking method focused on the acquisition of necessary skills to function in real life. Take the Down syndrome. With the proper time and modification, a Down child can live a happy life and as independent as possible. However, the skills for this to happen must also be acquired by parents, and this is exactly why this method is a game changer. They teach parents and teachers how to help the students with mediated learning. His method focused on one crucial element, Learning Propensity Assessment Device, or LPAD, which allows the teacher to identify an individual's learning potential. In other words, it helps the teacher to find the student's learning buttons that need to be pressed and teaches him or her how to press them. Now, here's where the true theory comes to life. This theory can be better visualized in this graph. This spiderweb-like image, if you interpret it correctly, is quite fascinating if you're like me. First, the basics to understand. The S stands for stimulus. The big O that looks like a cell dividing itself stands for cognitive structure. The H stands for human or child, and the R stands for response. The process begins when the student receives the stimulus. Then, the mediator or teacher intercepts the stimulus. The teacher organizes the stimulus and prepares it for the student. The student receives the stimulus, and an area of his cognitive area changes. The mediator intercepts the response and structures it. And finally, the student's cognitive structure recognizes with their mediator's feedback, thus creating learning. So it's safe to say that this method includes the teacher and the student in the learning mixture, and that is exactly what I wanted to present about. Personally, I will use it when I teach. How about you? I just want to thank all of you for taking time to watch and learn about this amazing man. Thank you all very much, and goodbye.